I'm going to record it, and then Lori's coming in. Hi, Lori. I'm trying to find how to share my screen.
Take your time, Megan.
Oh, there we go. Can you see my screen? Yeah, okay.
Yes.
All right.
I'm getting a lot of interference from Andrew's. Could he mute, please?
Yeah, Andrew, do you know how to mute your Zoom?
Okay.
There you go, thank you. All right, so 2020 summer reading will obviously look a lot different. For information, if you want to direct patrons to our website, the links are on the front page of our website for kids, teens, and adults. If you click on those links, which you'll see a little later, if you click on those links, it'll give you information about how to do each of the programs for kids, teens, adults, have information about the ReaderZone app, how to download that, the start dates and the end dates. So May 30th is going to be the first day of summer reading. End date is July 19th. It'll also have links for all of the virtual programs that we'll be hosting this summer. So that's a good way if people just have random questions or just kind of want an overview of what's happening this summer, go to the front page and direct them to the front page for summer reading. For kids summer reading this year, it can be done online through ReaderZone, which is an app that you can download on an Android, Apple, or Amazon device. Some of you have participated in the staff challenge that we had earlier, and it's going to be through that app, as well as they can do and log through a paper log. So kids can log reading, or we do have a list of activities that they can do, which encourages just learning over the summer, as well as library usage. So checking out books from the library or checking out audiobooks. And all of the prizes in years past, they've earned their prizes as they've gone, but because we're currently not open to the public, all the prizes are included in with the paper logs that will be available through curbside pickup beginning June 2nd. So people can log in to ReaderZone and start logging their minutes beginning May 30th, but won't be able to actually pick up the paper logs until June 2nd, and that's just because curbside won't start until then. This is what the log looks like. This is the birth through preschool. We also have a kindergarten through 5th grade log. The only difference between the two is birth through preschool will record for every 20 minutes of reading or activities. And then for kindergarten through 5th grade, it's for every 30 minutes of reading or any of the activities listed. And their goal is to get 600 minutes, or for the K through 5, 900 minutes. So this can be picked up during curbside pickup, and I'll kind of show you that. So if you've already placed items on hold, you may have received an email. I received an email because I placed an item on hold, and in that email it'll say, please, click on this link and request a time to pick up your materials. On that screen, I'm hoping that it loads properly. On that screen, it'll give you the dates and times that are available to pick up your holds, but it'll also give you and give the patrons the option to select if they want summer reading materials included in their curbside pickup bag. So what happens is people will get their holds in a paper bag, and then if they say, oh, I want 2 kids logs and then 2 teen logs, CERT will throw those into the paper bag, and then when they come and pick it up, they will have their summer reading materials in that bag. And that's just a way to limit the staff that's in the building during the time, and for people the option, giving the people options to get paper logs through curbside pickup. Eventually, and I don't know if we will get to this point, I think it'll all change depending on what the summer looks like, but as of right now, for at least kids and teen program materials, since they're in bags, this will be the only way that they can pick it up. That may change in the future, and if it does, we will let you know. Adults will be slightly different, and Beth will touch on that when she gets to her information.
Megan, sorry to interrupt you for a second, but I did return that tote tray or box, whatever, with some kits in it.
Yep.
Johnston.
Yep, I saw that, Andrew. Thank you.
Sure.
So Brittany and I stuffed a bunch of bags this week. And so for the summer reading bags for kids, so birth through 5th grade, they'll receive a reading log, a color your own bookmark, a create your own bookmark, which includes pony beads and like lanyard string, fine coupons. So they'll get $1 fine coupons, and they'll get 2 of those. Kids bowl free coupons from Warrior Lanes, a tattoo, a sucker, a little bookmark that has ReaderZone instructions, the kids program calendar, which I'll talk about, the virtual programs that we'll be hosting, and a book. Usually they get to choose their book. This year, they just get whatever book is in the bag. They're all brand new books, and that's just how we're gonna do it this year to make it easy for everyone. Again, the ReaderZone app, super easy to use. If you have a device, and even if you don't want to sign up for a reading program, if you want to go through these steps, it's super easy, and then it'll help you kind of address it with patrons too. But you can search for the ReaderZone app and then install it on Apple, Android, or Amazon device. They can make an account, and then it'll ask for a program code. The program code is the same for all kids, teens, and adult programs. And that is located on our website, as well as the little informational bookmark that is included in the kids and teen bags. And then they can select the program that they would like to record through. So there's adult programs, teens. Jessica will talk about this. So there's two different ways that teens can record their activities, and then there's a preschool and a K through 5, so they can choose that. And then they can just start recording. The nice thing about ReaderZone is there's no requirements as far as passwords. So you can have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and that can be your password. An adult can create one login and log for all of their children, and just create users under that, so they don't have to juggle like 8 different usernames. But I do recommend, if you do have a device that you would want to download this on, go through the steps and just take a look, and then kind of look to see what the platform looks like. We do have access to the back end so that we can see who's participating, how many minutes are being read, how many participants we have, and can kind of track throughout the summer of who's logging in and who's recording their reading. Does anyone have questions about ReaderZone? No? Okay.
I have a question. If we've already been on there as the other program, do we start over? How do we do that?
Yeah, so I was hoping that I could connect my phone to the computer. I can't. So if you're already logged in, and you go to your account, so it'll, like mine is Megan Sockness, so it says MS up in the top upper right hand corner from the
okay, I've got that.
Yep. And then if you go my reading groups, yep, and then join a group.
Okay, thanks.
Yep, and then it'll give you the code. So, and they can join. So then once you enter that code, I'm not even sure if I've entered the code. Once you do that, then you can see the reading groups and what is available to join.
I just did it, so I got it.
Yep. Okay. Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah. And then on top of the reading portion and the library program portion of summer reading, we're also providing virtual programs for kiddos. So our virtual programs for littles are all going to be posted on Facebook as well as YouTube. But the first one is going to be Rhyme Time, Bedtime with Brittany, and she'll do bedtime rhymes and possibly stories depending on copyright stuff. Sorry, my dog has to go out, so he's barking at me. Tuesdays we'll do crafty rhymes. Again, that's with Miss Brittany, and she will be doing themed rhymes as well as a craft. And then I'll be hosting Tiny Tips for Tots on Thursdays at 10 o'clock. And my goal with that, which I've been doing it through May, is to relate rhymes as well as create resource lists and book lists that relate to quarantine and what kids might be feeling. So I've done emotions, hygiene, hand washing. Today I recorded a one for like picking up and messes that we might be making while we're at home. So that'll continue this summer at 10 o'clock on Thursdays. And then we'll have programs for bigs. So this is kind of, some of them are all ages and then some are like the K through 5. So Mondays we'll do chapter by chapter. And I'm reading aloud the story of Dr. Dolittle. I'll be reading like 2 or 3 chapters a week aloud for people to listen to. Wednesdays, Deepa and I will be doing Maker Madness. Each week will vary between crafts and recipes, and that'll just be recorded and then people can watch it at any time. Thursdays during curbside pickup, we'll make craft kits available from 2 to 6 or while supplies last. We'll be creating 100 kits per week, so we'll see how long those last. And that's just an option for those that might not have access to the internet, that they can still participate in some sort of program. And then Fridays, again, is an all ages program. It's called Find It Friday. And what I've been doing, I've been going around and taking snapshots of iconic things throughout Johnston, like the Tree of Life at Terra Park, the Veterans Memorial by the library, Simpson Barn, and just taking a snapshot and then giving a clue and having people either comment on that picture and saying, oh, I know what this is, or going out and finding it, and just kind of making it interactive throughout the city of Johnston. And that's all I have for good stuff. We will not be doing any in-person programming until further notice, and I don't plan on doing anything through July. All programs will end at the end of summer reading, which is July 19th. Chapter by chapter will continue until I finish the book, which I think will be late July, but all other programs will end and coincide with the ending of summer reading. So Jessica, I can click for you too, Jessica, if that's helpful.
Oh, that is very helpful.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, so for the Teen Summer Reading Challenge, it's really going to mirror what the kids program is going to be like. They can do it online via ReaderZone or with a paper log. Just as in years past, they can earn points by reading pages or minutes. So it depends on what kind of a reader they are. If they're a super fast reader, they earn a point for every page that they read. But if maybe, you know, they're a reader who likes to take their time, they can then choose to earn a point for every minute that they read. And I would say too, if you have parents asking, you know, reading is the most important thing, and also, you know, ebooks or audiobooks can be considered reading. The online form doesn't give us quite as much leeway to explain that to people. But, you know, if they're doing some sort of reading, that's great. That's all we really want them to do. And so a little different this year, they're not going to earn different levels of prizes. Just if they earn 1,000 points, they get a prize envelope and an entry into the grand prize drawing. I think you can go ahead, Megan. I'm not sure what my next thing is. Okay. Yeah, so kind of like with the kids' bags, and I haven't been able to see them yet, but the teens bags are also filled with prizes, some of the similar ones that are included in the kids bags. But in addition to that, if they are able to get a paper log, they'll receive a prize envelope with the paper log, and it includes a certificate, kind of an IOU, to be redeemed for prizes at a later date. And we're going to hope that the kids use the honor system and not open the bag or not open the envelope until they've earned 1,000 points. But of course, you know, maybe they will, maybe they won't, but that's up to them. And you can go ahead, Megan. And so if they reach 1,000 points with the paper log, they can open their prize envelope, and this is the certificate that they will get. And it basically says that when the library is open without restrictions, bring the certificate to the youth services desk, and then they can get their free book and a delicious candy bar. And then in the fine print at the bottom, it does say, you know, to verify that the library is operating without restrictions, please call us first or check the website. So I'm hoping that this will be redeemed when it is safe for people to come back to the library. And I think most people will do that, so. This is what the inside of the paper reading log looks like. Kids who pick up the paper reading log have these other options that they can do to earn points. Like I mentioned, listening to an audiobook or watching a movie based on a book to earn points, attending a virtual library program, things like that. So it is going to be a little bit different than if they were to do the online program, but I think it'll all shake out. So that's the inside of the log and how they keep track of their points. You can go ahead and go to the next one. And then this is the front and the back. This will be folded together, but I'm using a sloth because sloths make me happy as our mascot this year. And then on the back of the log, it explains, so when they reach 1,000 points, they can turn their name in for a grand prize drawing, which I'm still kind of deciding on the prizes for that. I'm going to definitely include local businesses, but I want to check with local businesses first to make sure that, you know, they're going to be open and ready for business and all that before I do prizes. But I'm thinking definitely like Vandy's gift certificates, maybe Sweet Swirls, Friedrich's Coffee, things like that. And I'll put those together pretty soon. But so if they have a paper log, they can fill out the form below and return it to the library. And I said they could even just put it in the Dropbox or something like that. I'm going to give them the option to call the youth services desk and give us their name and address, and then I can keep track of their name that way. Or there's also going to be a way for them to enter online. So on the Teen Summer Reading page, you just go to, go ahead, yeah. Yeah, so along with the, yes, okay. Yeah, so you can enter, are you gonna show? Okay, cool, thank you, Megan. She's gonna go to the page and show. So yes, if we go to the teens page, and then that little red box there at the right where it says submit your entry is where kids can click on that and submit their entry when they've earned 1,000 points. And again, we're going on the honor system here. So, you know, they will have to have the consequences if they did not actually earn the 1,000 points and put their name into the drawing. So, and I just wanted to give them a lot of options, you know, for people who maybe don't have the online options so that they can still bring back the paper entry or give us a call and let us know that they completed the 1,000 points. So yeah, and then so if they choose the digital ReaderZone option, again, they can choose minutes or pages. And then once they've read the 1,000 minutes or 1,000 pages, at the end, they'll say, congratulations. And then it will give them the directions to do the online prize entry. And then I will have their email address and I can send them that, the prize certificate in like via PDF in an email. So, and if they don't have email, I could always mail it to them. So lots of different options there. All the programs are going online. We're virtual this summer. All the programs are for kids entering 6th grade and up. they're all going to be live programs done on Zoom. So they have to register online, and I'm asking that they all register by noon on the day of the event. So I have time to give them the invite and everything online. And they do have to have a valid email address to register, so then they can get the Zoom link and all of that good stuff. One thing that I probably should go back and edit is that the Dragonmail emails really don't work. So it should be, you know, either a parent's email or if they have their own Gmail or something like that. But the Dragonmail ones do not work. And just because I know some of you may have heard like the horror stories of like the Zoom bombing and things like that. I will be during the program, but then I also have Molly Hauser. She's a sophomore this year, I think, in college, and was a teen advisory board member, and she worked at the library last summer. And she'll be, sorry, in the Zoom meeting with me, kind of monitoring to make sure that all of our participants are teens and not doing anything wacky off screen. So if parents are concerned about that, we'll be doing that. I think I can go to the next page. And so this is what we're doing online this summer. We'll have a Read What You Want book club. We're going to meet 2 times, and I have broken it up into age groups. So one for 6th and 7th graders and one for 8th graders through 12th graders. And this is basically just a group where you come and talk about the books that you're reading. If you like them, tell them about the group. It's just, or tell them about the book. And it's just a way to get great book recommendations from other readers. This will be interesting, the Totally Possum Pet Video Fest. So I plan on inviting the kids to bring their pets with them to the Zoom meeting because, you know, pets love to be on Zoom. And we can all introduce our pets to each other, and then we'll try to stream some YouTube pet videos, like funny pet videos, and watch them together. So I think that will be fun. And I've had a teen advisory board member create a Percy Jackson digital escape room. So we have that posted online right now, actually on the teens webpage. And then we'll meet together as a group on Zoom and try to solve the escape room. And I've been pretty successful in hosting trivia with Kahoot on Zoom. So we're going to do some Marvel trivia. And then we're going to do a virtual murder mystery party where I'll assign different roles to people. And then we'll try to figure out who did the murder. And it's kind of a wizard, Harry Potter themed murder mystery party. And then we're doing Harry Potter trivia with Kahoot as well. But wait, oh yeah, but wait, there's more. We're also gonna do Dungeons and Dragons, June 10th, 24th, and July 8th. So we're hoping that we get kind of one group that will sign up for that and kind of go to all 3 weeks. We do have a little bit of leeway too. If we get a lot of people interested, we could add some sessions to that, but we're not expecting huge turnouts this summer. And then also on the alternating, those are on Wednesdays, and then on alternating Wednesdays from Dungeons and Dragons, we'll be doing an anime club, which we've been doing even during the end of the school year. We've been meeting with anime clubs, so that'll be 4 Wednesdays, and we just watch anime and talk about it, and it's very fun. I think we can switch. Oh, and I'm done. I'm out.
Okay, y'all. I'll talk about summer reading for adults. A lot of the things are similar. There are a couple of things that are different. Just like Jessica and Megan, adult summer reading can be done online through the ReaderZone app, or you can also do it as a website rather than an app too. I don't know that any of us, of the 3 of us, detailed that in instructions. I think just because we were trying to keep things simple, but there's a website. You can Google it and find it. And then we also have a paper reading log. Adults earn entries into prize drawings by reading or listening to books. So 1 book read or listened to, audiobooks count to, equal 1 entry into a prize drawing. And Megan, you could go to the next slide, please. So just like Megan and Jessica, we have that material request form when people are doing curbside pickup. Eric also did some online shopping for me, and he purchased an outdoor brochure holder. So above and beyond, if people request adult summer reading materials, we also have an outdoor brochure holder, kind of like what you'd see at houses that are for sale. And I'll have summer reading material in there too for people to take if they like. Okay, next slide. Same ReaderZone instructions as Jessica and Megan. And again, that to me is one of the best things about ReaderZone, is that if you are a parent, you can join multiple programs and not have to worry about juggling multiple different passwords like Megan said. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, so here is what our paper reading log looks like. Same instructions for ReaderZone because it's the same thing. Let's see, what do I want to tell you about instructions? In addition to Eric purchasing an outdoor brochure holder for our reading log material, he also purchased an outdoor drop box. I was a little nervous to have people try and return paper items into the book drop because I didn't know if some people would try and be helpful and cut apart the paper reading log entries, and they'd be a little tiny. We'd have problems finding them. So Eric purchased a little drop box, and Jessica or Megan, well, Megan, you don't have things, but Jessica, if your people end up putting stuff in there too, I will get them to you.
Yeah, I did not know there was a Dropbox, so that's cool.
Yeah. It's not there yet, but it will be. I have been assured. Let's see, what else do I want to tell you? Okay, so in the beginning when Megan was presenting, she had showed everybody where the links are on the website. And on the website, we also have this, if people would like to print paper forms. If they want to do it online, there is absolutely no reason to print anything. You can do absolutely everything online, and your progress is tracked through the app, and we can see that. And we will then take that progress and turn it into entries into the prize drawing. So it's one or the other. It's paper or online, not both. And I think that would maybe be the thing that's the most different from Jessica and Megan's, because you don't actually need the paper thing for us if you want to do everything online. Okay, we can, I think, go back to the slide. Okay, so as I said, each book read or listened to will earn an entry into the grand prize drawing. And again, if you're using the app tracks your progress, and we are able to see that on the admin side of things. So Peg and I have, mainly Peg, has helped figure out a system so how we can take that electronic information and the paper information and combine all of those things to do a drawing. There again, I was talking about the outdoor JPL Dropbox. And this year prizes are going to be gift certificates to local businesses. Peg's going to do some shopping, and I think just like Jessica said, she'll make sure that they're planning on being open so people can actually use them. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, so every year for adult summer reading, I like to do one thing that is kind of new or exciting that I'm excited about. And this year, that thing for me is a genre reading challenge. This is almost like separate from the adult summer reading where you get prizes for the grand entry. It's totally optional. So it's kind of similar if any of you ever saw Book Buzz Read Harder Challenge, or I think some other local libraries have done something similar. Des Moines Public Library had a genre reading challenge, I know. It's along those lines. So Lydia did some curating for us of our catalog, and we have 8 different genre titles. Megan, if you could scroll to the next slide for me, please. So our categories are family stories, alternate worlds, sci-fi and fantasy fun, beyond the comic strip, so those are graphic novels, caught red-handed, read-handed, those are mysteries, travel biographies, memoirs and biographies, kind of self-help books, personal development books, and Love Through the Ages, historical romance. So all of this information is on the Adult Summer Reading website too. We could not figure out a way to do this simply through the ReaderZone app. So this is kind of an all paper thing. So we have the Read Boldly Genre Challenge bookmark that is able to be printed on the website, but it's also included in our paper packets. And again, we're gonna take these, when people wanna return these things, I'm trying to make that process as simple as possible. So if they don't wanna come into the library, they can put it in the Dropbox. If they wanna mail it to us, if they wanna email it to us, we'll accept all that good stuff. The basic rules of the Read Boldly Genre Challenge, and I have to get a shout out to Lori Elric for helping us name the challenge too. Lori. Read Boldly Challenge. So you need to read one title from at least 5 genre categories. And if you don't like the choices that we have, you can write in a title that also fits the category. Once you've read one title from 5 genre categories, you can turn in your Read Boldly bookmark, and we will send you $5 worth of JPL book bucks that can be used in the book sale. I'm trying to think, what am I leaving out about the Read Boldly Challenge? Peg or Lydia, am I leaving anything out about this?
I don't believe so.
Okay. We have multiple copies of all of those titles. We have them as physical books, and we have them as ebooks, in some cases audiobooks in different formats too. So I think there should be enough copies to go around, and they will just be distributed through curbside pickup, just like anything else, unless they're ebooks, obviously. Okay, next slide. We are, just like Megan and Jessica, all of our programming will be virtual through the end of July, but a lot of stuff is just going to be canceled. We really have not figured out a way to do a substantive non-native English classes like our ESL or Let's Talk. At this point, they're just canceled. And same with all of our special one-off programs and our crafting programs. Knitting and Sunday paper crafting club is canceled for the time being too. What we will be continuing throughout the summer is the 4 JPL book clubs. So that's the book club Dreama facilitates, which is Well Read, Thursday night book club, lunchtime lit book club, and the book club Stephanie facilitates, Silent Book Club, which has always, Silent Book Club just meets through a Facebook group. So that will continue. The other 3, Well Read, Thursday night, and lunchtime lit, are going to be meeting via Zoom at least through the end of July. And I think by that point, we'll know more and we can reevaluate what we're doing with programming. But for the time being, we're keeping everything virtual. On the website, it's under the events, the main events menu. There's an adult book club tab, and it has information about the 4 book clubs. And for each book club, it has emails for the facilitator. So Dreama's, mine, and Stephanie. And so if people are interested in having a book checked out to them, they'll email the facilitator. The facilitator will check the item out with the extended checkout date, put it into the no, we're not going to put it in the curbside pickup. We will arrange with the person to come and grab the item, and they'll be coming to the staff door to pick up book club books. But that shouldn't involve anyone else besides PS people and Dreama. So Stark, you won't have to worry about that. I think you guys have your hands full with curbside pickup. So I think that's it.
Yeah, I'm
Again,
gonna jump in.
Sure, please.
I actually talked to Deborah Strong literally at 5:30 today. She called,
Okay.
and she would really like to try to do ESL through Zoom because she's learned a lot in the last 2 months doing it with her kiddos at school. And so she thinks that we might be able to offer something. So we might be able to add that.
Okay, well, stay tuned for that. At this point, there's nothing on the website, but any programming will be virtual, and we'll have information about it on the website and Facebook. And I think that's all I have. Any questions for anyone? Okay.
All right.
Thanks for attending, y'all. Like Megan said, this will be documented. How does that work, Megan? After the fact, do they still have to log in with the password? Do you know?
I'm not sure. I think that I've saved it to my computer as it's recording. And then once I have that, if I need to like send out a YouTube link or if it creates a link for me, I'll figure that on the back end and then post it to the internet for those that aren't here, or if you guys want to recap and want to re-watch it for more details. So, yeah.
That's good.
So Megan,
Yes.
did you get Nico out okay?
Yes. I was gonna say he hasn't been let out yet, but he's just laying on the ground waiting for Mama to be done.
Good boy.
Yep. He knows to wait. He knows he can't.
Good.
So, but so, well, I hope to see y'all soon-ish. I probably
Well,
won't be for a
I
while,
hope to
so,
see you all soon.
Yep.
Take
But-
care.
Bye, y'all. Stay
Bye,
safe.
everyone. Stay safe and healthy. Thanks for joining us tonight. Bye.
Good presentation. Bye-bye.